Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Devin Abernathy. Today I'm going to tell you the best Japanese sports car with pop-up headlights. Pop-up headlights are very popular in the late 80s, early 90s, but that's okay because, trends grow and then they die, but that doesn't matter. We're going to talk about the best one. So I'm going to tell you the best one based off three cars. Those are the first gen Mitsubishi Eclipse, the third gen Honda Prelude, and last but not least, the Toyota Celica, fifth gen. These are going to be based off of 6 factors. Those are power, handling, fuel economy, price, aftermarket, and comfort. So let's start off with power. And when it comes to Car Guru, according to the main specs, the one with the most power is the Honda Prelude, which 105 horsepower. Second place, Toyota Celica with 103, and last, Mitsubishi, which is 93 horsepower. Most of these cars don't have a lot of horsepower because with more horsepower, you're going to lose fuel economy, and that's not always a good thing if you want to do a daily driving car. Next up, we have handling. Handling is what makes a sports car a sports car, because you don't want a sports car to handle like trash. That's not the best. So the reason why I picked a front wheel drive is because you can handle it through the rain and snow pretty easy comparing to the rear wheel drive. Rear wheel drive cars tend to slip in the back while you're driving in the rain or snow. And with most front wheel drive cars, you can drive in very high steep hills. Like me, I live in the Sky Lake, so when I drive up there, I don't have a problem with that. That's the best thing about it. The only thing different is the Honda Prelude. They give you the option of four-wheel steering. Four-wheel steering is pretty weird if you ask me, because when you do like a very tight turn, the back wheels turn as well. It gives you a very sharp turn, not gonna lie. But it's not really great when you're doing parallel parking. So if you're going to go do a test at the DMV, it's not the best option. It's not. Next up, we have fuel economy. First place, we have the 5th gen Toyota Celica with 24 miles to the city, 30 miles to the highway. Second place, we have the Eclipse with 21 miles to the city and 29 in the highway. Last but not least, we have the Honda Prelude with 19 miles in the city, 25 in the highway. That's okay. Overall, those are pretty good gas mileage back in the mid, late 80s, early 90s. I based them off of 1990. So next up, we have price. Price is going to be determined by the mileage. So we're going to put it to 200,000 miles because we assume that most of these cars are over 20 years old, and every 10 years is 100,000 miles. So every 20 years it's that, yeah. So the most expensive one will be the Honda Prelude with $940. Second expensive is $840. And the cheapest one is the Mitsubishi Eclipse with $745. Again, these are based off of the mileage in the Kelley Blue Book. And next up, we have aftermarket. So what is aftermarket? Aftermarket is anything that's not made from the original manufacturer. So for example, with the Alfa Romeo, I got this aftermarket steering wheel. Of course, steering wheels are pretty expensive, so this is pretty worth the money. And I'm going to determine where you can get which one has the most parts for those cars on eBay. So the car with most parts on eBay for aftermarket is the Honda Prelude, because most of those cars are pretty dirt cheap when they came out, and a lot of people like the Honda, and so you guessed it, they make a lot of aftermarket parts. But Toyota doesn't really have a lot of aftermarket parts. I tried looking them up, and they don't really come out a lot comparing to the Honda Prelude. Now for the Mitsubishi, it's kind of a little similar to that. Not a lot of people really like the Mitsubishi because it's a little underpowered. Some people think it's not worth their money for it. Last but not least about comfort is the options that these cars give you. So Celica and the Eclipse have the standard of radio. They give you the option of AC, sunroof, and a cassette player. While the Honda Prelude has a standard of a sunroof, the cassette player, and a radio, but not the AC. AC was still an option. Now, determining all those 6 factors, I'm going to tell you the best car. And drumroll please. The 5th gen Toyota Celica. And I have this car. I'm sitting in it as we speak. And yeah. It has AC. It has automatic transmission with overdrive. Great for fuel economy. E-brake for safety. Overall, me sitting on it, I like the comfort. And best of all, pop-up headlights. So if you want to find this, if you want a Japanese sports car, get the Toyota Celica. If it's worth the money, it's worth the fine, because you're going to be safe driving it according than the Honda Prelude. But if you can't find the Toyota Celica, you're more welcome to get the Honda Prelude if you want more power. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and a comment.